Hi, this is Ron Janish. This particular video is going to go over the EP, and we're going to show you a technique that'll help you know if it's going to fail. And you really want to know this because it fails sometimes, and when it does, you don't want to stand in the way, right? And lose a bunch of money. So let's take a look at this. Well, first of all, what's the EP? Well, the EP is the expanded pivot formation, and there's ways to make it easy and ways to make it difficult. You just draw a line from here to here, and it goes through here, and then you draw another line from here. Now notice this one is upsloping and this one is downsloping. Simple as that. Okay, so right here we know that we had an EP formation, and those of you that are advanced course members know that I like to look for something easy, and I like to look for something I call WN. And what we're going to look at here is this particular pattern here. And we can see with perfect 20/20 hindsight, it did really, really well. Now, what's interesting to me is right up here, the same thing happened. Only most people don't see it, except if they go to weekly. Look at this. You simply go, here you go, here's one here, and then here's your high pivot, and a higher pivot. See that? Simple as that. That's pretty. And this is easy, easy. Let me tell you. Now, one of the things you got to know is how to forecast when this thing isn't going to work out. Let me tell you how this works. The expectation here is that this move will be significant, fast, furious, all that good stuff, and there goes a motorcycle, or something like that. And let's see how we can measure that expectation. What we do is we draw a median line from there, there, and we see that prices are not making the median line and aren't closing past it. I mean, if we're going to have a strong move to the downside, they would most likely go past that median line and close beyond it, right? But they didn't. So that tells me that, we come down here and we do an ABC of some sort, and sure enough, after that little ABC, it's up we go some more. Okay, prices were too weak to make it past that median line and stay past it, and then did a little ABC. So we're going to remember that, and let's see if we find that elsewhere. Okay, let's see another pattern that failed. Here we go. Isn't this nice? Here we go. Let's find another one. Here we go. So here we go. We have our A, B, C, right? And then up we go some more. Fail to do the median line thing, right? Where's your EP? You really want to see it? No problem. Here's your EP. All right, here, 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, there's your EP. Let's take a look at another one. Let's take a look at this one here. Here we go. This is one that succeeded wonderfully. This was pretty easy. Now, here's your 3P. Here's your 2P line. All right, so notice that this pivot is lower than this one here. This pivot is lower than this one here. That's a requirement for the EP. Right? And so you draw a line connecting them, and this one's downsloping and this one's upsloping. That's the requirement for the EP. Simple, easy enough to use. But remember, not all of them succeed. Right? Showed you here. Let me show you. Now here's a real nice mess. Let's see what happens. Okay, we can see here, if we look real close, that we have an EP. Right? So these guys are higher. High, let's say the high here was 96,124. The high here was 96,129. That's higher. And then this one was even higher than the other two. And then this second one was low. So we have a definite EP pattern. So what do? We keep an eye on things. And prices go down, touch it, but boom. See, they make some kind of an ABC in here internally, maybe on an hourly chart or 180 minute chart. and then not able to make it past this ML and take off. Okay? That's what you got to know. However, this gets tricky. I'm telling you, markets are tricky. Here's another EP. Look at this. If you draw your line from here to here, you're downsloping, right? And here to here, you're upsloping. Ah, another one. So what are we looking for? Looking for a good chance the market's going to reverse, go down some more, right? Let's see what happens. Boom. Nice little down move. Let's see how it did in respect to that median line and parallels. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Prices stayed right within. Just came out at a nudge and kept on going. Okay. Now, okay, so we have that. Let's see if we have another example. It's this one here, this one here. Let's take a look at this one here. This one we already went over. Here's one. Here's one in real time. Okay, now take a look here. Here you have, let me take a look at this high here. This high here. So this high was higher. So you have your EP. And EPs sometimes come really small. Okay. And once again, they came up here, weren't able to stay beyond that median line, and down she goes. Let me take a look at something. Okay. Those of you that like ZF signals, this is effectively a ZF to the downside here. So that's one example. Let's take a look at another one that's in play. There we go. And we see it's been bouncing around real nicely here. And price went up and real strongly went past the ML and closed past it, and then down we go again and made their EP down here. All right. But we didn't go long for it. It wasn't within our regular criteria. And then what they do? They just came up here and slashed down some more. Okay? So that kind of thing happens. And now you know something you can use that's real easy, not difficult at all. First of all, you know the entry signal if you're a course member. I didn't really go over it here, but you know the entry signal if you're a course member. And if you're not, you have a pretty good idea of what patterns we're looking for. And you also, whether or not you're a course member, you also now have a really good idea as to what to watch for, because sometimes these signals fail. And then the market just keeps on going. Okay? So I thank you for your time and see you next time. Take the course if you get a chance. andrewscourse.com.